so subjective, but how much time did it take you to get to that score?
Okay, as you already said, it's very subjective, so it differs. But for me, it took around a month. Yes, exactly a month actually, not even a month because it was exactly 28 days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But for everybody else, it might take, it could take some people a week, it could take some people 6 months, it could take some people a year.
Definitely, because thing is, like, as I already said, my general level of English wasn't bad. I mean, last time I got the other parts, if you take out the writing part, excluding that one, I got 7.5 and 8, which is obviously a much higher level of English, but still, you need to improve. You can't just stay static and just think that everything is going to be fine, because what people do, I think, is because they keep on repeating the test, thinking, okay, I didn't do well this time, maybe next time the paper is going to be easy or something. It's not going to change. If you don't put in the effort, the results are going to be the same. So the choice is yours.
Excellent advice. All right, so the next question, how do you write the perfect essay?
Actually, I'm laughing because there is no perfect essay. Anyways, but the point is, for me, I just follow the structure that you gave. But I won't lie, because not completely, because I was still running out of time. So in the introduction, I thought I'm running out of time. What do? I had to make a choice. Either I write the perfect introduction, okay, or I just spend more time on the supporting paragraphs. So instead of doing that, I chose to spend more time on the supporting paragraphs, and it actually worked. But I think the structures that you give are really helpful, because then you don't have to go into the exam and think, okay, what do I write next? Okay, what's going to be the next thing that I have to focus? And also I'm going to say, planning is very important. I know it's a crucial step that many students just skip, because they think, okay, we have just got 40 minutes, and we've got to do everything in these 40 minutes. But that's the wrong approach. So as you always say in your course as well, planning is crucial, not just for IELTS, for everything in life, to be honest.
Yeah, it's no coincidence that every single student that I've interviewed like this, they all say planning was crucial to them.
It is the crucial part.
But I think the main point in reaction to that question is there's no such thing as a perfect essay. A lot of people are, jumping from website to website, from IELTS book to IELTS book, trying to find the perfect structure or anything. It doesn't exist. There's no
that doesn't exist. Of course, yeah. You're right.
So writing the best essay that you can, the most effective essay that you can, is what your goal should be. Not trying to find someone who will teach you the perfect essay, because it's not a mathematics question.
Well, it doesn't exist. So if some teacher is doing that, I think it's just a bogus or something. Yeah.
So the next question that people wanted to know from you, and I think you'll have a good answer to this, because I spoke to you the day before your test and the day before your results, and you were very stressed out.
Yes.
So how did you cope with stress?
Well, I was very stressed, firstly because it was the second attempt. Okay, now I don't want to sound negative or something. I know there are many people who have done it 13 times, 14 times, and thumbs up to them. But the thing is, for me, it was a setback for me, because I couldn't believe that. I mean, I've studied English all my life, and I've studied in the best schools and everything, and how come I couldn't clear it? But I think IELTS is a little bit different than other exams. You do need the professional help, and sometimes what people do is they think, oh, it's just an English exam anyway, I'll pass. So I think it's really important to get the professional help that you can. And with the stress part, it really depends. It differs from person to person. But at the end of the day, I just stopped thinking about it. I remember, because I remembered word to word what I actually wrote in the exam, in the actual exam. So I remember emailing you as well with the whole essay and asking you, oh, can you please give me the feedback? Can you tell me how my ideas are, how I've presented and everything, okay? And I did the same in the group as well, in the private group. And then, some people were saying it's really good. Some were saying, oh, no, you could have done this, that, and it was just absolutely I was like, okay, I can't take it. So I just deleted that post. Okay, in the exam.
With what other students tell you, because it's normally not. Some of it is very, very good advice, but some of it is.
Yeah, so you told me not to worry. So after that, after hearing your advice, acted on it, and I just deleted the comment. But yeah, what I did in the exam, I thought, because I messed it up last time because of getting nervous. I mean, obviously the 7.5 was not it was not my real mark. I was pretty sure on that in the speaking part I'm talking about, so I thought that's it. I mean, what I'm getting out of being nervous anyway, just a 7.5, so I thought forget it. I'm not gonna think about it. It's not an exam. So I literally went in there and I was talking to the examiner as if I've known him for 20 years or something. I literally did that. And that is the best advice I can give to anybody who's not getting a score in the speaking part for sure. Don't be nervous. It's not going to help. Just go there, remain calm, and do your best. That's all. And talk to the examiner as if he's your friend. I mean,
exactly.
That's all.
I said that to you, 10 times, 20 times on the course. So that's great that you did that. All right. So those are all the questions that other students have. So what I think we'll do now is, we don't have a lot of time, obviously, so we'll go through each of the 4 skills, and if you can give just some quick pieces of advice for, let's say most of the students watching this need a 7 or above. So if you were hoping for a 7 or above in each of the skills, what would you do? So listening, what would you say for listening?
The best advice is focus. In the exam, just focus, forget about the surroundings, everything. I was literally I don't know how to explain it, but be very focused, especially in the maths questions, because you have to use more than one senses at that time, hearing, listening, just moving from one point to the next. And that was the part I was struggling with. So focus is the number one advice I can give you. Yeah. And for the people who are not used to listen to English language most of the time, maybe for them, I would say listen to documentaries. There's a lot of stuff on the net as well to help you with the listening part. If you are obviously already in the UK, you're obviously surrounded with people who already speak in English. But if you're not, then try and speak in English. Listen to English. I don't know, watch movies and things like that, maybe.
And I think for when you say focus, I think that's something that is a skill that needs to be developed.
Yes.
Yes. I was talking to another student who got 8 or 9 in listening, and they said it was very similar to meditation, that you need to build up slowly the skill, the focus that you need to do that. So I mean, just saying focus is some people will be like, well, how do I do that? How you do that is slowly building up your practice and through listening.
Yeah, I can add another advice as well, actually. I mean, I don't recommend this because this is very risky, but I did it and it worked for me. But maybe but I don't recommend it. I just recommend you listening very carefully. But if you can't, if you just miss a point of something, let's say there are 6 parts to a question, and let's say you didn't quite get the third part of something, then what you do is you listen, and when you've listened, just quickly write the important bit. If it was a map question, that's how I improved on the maps. That was the reason I got a 7.5 last time in the map, because I just couldn't follow the conversation. I just lost focus. So this time what I did was I just wrote the important bits, opposite the road or on the north side or something like that. And I just quickly wrote it. So when you have a minute, just to check your answers, instead of checking my answers, I just quickly read it and then wrote the correct option. That's how I improved.
Great. So let's look at reading now. What would be some advice that you would give to someone for reading?
Reading.